I'm so thrilled because not only is it an all-Latino cast, it's a Latino writer, director, producer. I'm just so encouraged that this will be the beginning of something bigger, and I think I think we need more Latinas and Latino writers. I think we don't have enough talent behind the camera. I think we have the talent. We just don't have them portrayed in media. So I'm really excited. I think it's long overdue. I think as a kid with all of us, I think we went to movies and no one looked like us, so we would latch on to Wonder Woman, or we'd latch on to. But I don't look anything like Wonder Woman. I'm not this bombshell, and so I think just to have this diverse voice of men and women, and to have 11 flushed out Latino characters, that hasn't happened since Selena in 21 years. And before that, the 80s with Stand and Deliver and La Bamba. So the fact that we go to the movies in droves with all of our families, with all of our friends, and we single-handedly, in a way, as the fastest growing minority, support media but are completely invisible when it comes to movies, it just breaks my heart. And I think that that a movie like this will give even young Latino boys who don't have a lot of role models, so I'm beyond excited. I think it's going to be great, and hopefully everyone rallies because it's such a universal story, and then we make this a hit, and then Hollywood's like, oh, we should make more movies like this, but it shouldn't be every 21 years.
Yeah. You said this is the beginning of something powerful, so you do think there are going to be sequels to this?
I think so. It's originally Ben had the idea of it becoming a franchise, and Kate del Castillo is also in the film, and her character I'd love to see explored more in the sequel. It's set up so that she kind of keeps us hanging, right? Like, she comes in as this amazing character. I hope I'm not spoiling too much, but she's like running the show, and so that's what I love too. Is like you have this Latina, she's behind it all in a way, right? So I love that you have these three-dimensional, powerful Latinas in this kind of action movie that has a predominantly male cast, but the females in it, Marlene as the mother, Vanessa as the wife or the girlfriend, and Kate del Castillo as the boss, like literally the mob boss. I think it's great, and so I think in the sequel, if there is one, fingers crossed, I think the girls will have a lot more playtime. And get to maybe throw some chairs over people and throw down for a little bit. So yes, I'm really hoping for a sequel.
All right, and last question: who are you most excited to star along in this action-packed movie?
Oh my gosh, that's such a it's tough. It's like, who out of your kids do you love the most? You love them all for different reasons, but I love Raul. He's such a grounded actor, no BS, and he's like such an actor's actor. And then George, I love. George gave me one of my first big breaks on the George Lopez show, and he continues to be a mentor. He continues to almost be like a real life uncle. Whenever I'm a big part of this charity, this nonprofit called MUSE, that serves underserved girls in the LA community. The majority of them are Latina. He always buys a table. He always supports, and I really pushed him to do this movie. I literally bugged him for 6 months. He'll tell you that. Ask him who got you in this movie. Ask him, and he'll be like, Amy, because she was a pain in my butt. But I'm so glad she did, and he is fantastic in this movie. You do not see the George Lopez from the show. We would never know he's a comedian. He plays completely straight, completely grounded, and I think people are going to see this movie and say, that looks like George Lopez, but I don't think it is, because he's so different. So I'm very proud of him, and I think George, just because he's almost like family, was the one that I was like, I felt like a proud niece,
Right. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for watching the premiere of El Chicano. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and check out the videos to my left.